as you can see, one of the kids was in my room, clearly, and left the lights on. They don't respect me, man. This is the stuff I'm talking about. We need to just put a regular light. But literally, I walked in here and it was just like lights flashing. You know what I'm saying? So she was in here obviously doing something. I don't know what, but things are not looking the same in here. What's up, everyone? My name is Mark. Thank you for stopping by. Trading with the Dummy. If you're brand new, thank you for stopping by. Click that subscribe button. I do a bunch of other stuff besides just reaction videos, but shout out to my friend Van, who ended up telling me that this should be a good way to try to grow my channel. So I'm doing it, and I'm actually enjoying it. I'm having fun doing these reaction videos. It's easy to edit. I can put out multiple a day if I want to. So I really enjoy it. Also, make sure you guys check out the interview that I did. It wasn't even really interviews. It was me and Van sitting down talking about stuff in, you know, Black America. So go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna put the card somewhere right here. It was an hour-long video that he posted. Really had a great time. Hopefully they'll invite me on again and we're gonna have a good time. But it was awesome. All right, so today we're gonna basically react to a video by Charlie Munger. It says Charlie Munger destroys fake gurus. Now you guys know I cannot stand fake gurus, but since I just dropped this other video a couple of hours ago about a fake guru, possible fake guru, okay? Let me be very clear, possible fake guru. I don't know, the video was sent to me, I reviewed it. But this is Charlie Munger. It's my first time hearing this. So let's sit down and enjoy this together and let's see how it goes. Ready for the transition, y'all? Let's get to it. And transition. There you go. Let's get it on.
If you take the modern world, where people are trying to teach you how to come in and trade actively in stocks, well, I regard that as roughly equivalent to trying to induce a bunch of young people to start off on heroin.
Wow, that's
It is really stupid. And when you're already rich, to make your money by encouraging people to get rich by trading. And then there are people on the TV, another wonderful place. And they say, I have this book that will teach you how to make 300% a year.
Yo, that's facts. Like, I don't know. Like, even like, I love Tony Robbins. I read his books. I enjoy listening to his speeches. But if you kind of look behind it, you know, it does seem a little scammy with a lot of the stuff that they're selling and pitching to the audience. Clearly, it helps some people, I guess, but for the majority does it because he's like a motivational speaker. He's not really like a trader or anything. But he's right, yo. I've gone through so many courses, literally so many courses, and people who are in this space when it comes to trading and all this other stuff about how we can make your money real quick. Let me show you how you can grow $500 to $1 million in like 2 days. Just ridiculous shit like that. And it's really annoying because I got caught up in that on the beginning stages of my journey as a trader. And like, I'm very transparent. Yo, I'm not a profitable trader yet. Like, I have my good months and I have my bad months. But, you know, I don't consider myself a consistent profitable trader until I could do this 2 years and actually make a significant amount of money that surpasses my monthly income from like the jobs and the various business that I have. So he's 100% right, man. It is somewhat like heroin because I saw so many people, especially in 2020, who got hooked onto that drug of I can teach you how to create wealth in a matter of minutes, and then you can be successful and you can do this as well. So it's very interesting because statistically, it actually states that I believe it's either 94 or 96% of traders are unsuccessful. So it means only 4% are actually successful. And I guarantee you, those 4% are not the people on Twitter. So just think about that. It's a lot of people out there lying. Let's get back to it.
And all you have to do is pay for shipping, and I will mail it to you. How likely is it that a person who had suddenly found a way to make 300% a year would be trying to sell books on the internet to you? Yeah, it's ridiculous. And yet I've described modern commerce. And the people who do this all day think they're useful citizens. The advertising agents that invent the lingo. So in insurance, they say, the two people who shifted from Geico to the Glotz Insurance Company saved $400 each. What they don't tell you is there are only two such people in the whole United States, and they were both nuts. But they mislead you on purpose.
I'm not gonna lie, for a second there, I thought he was actually coughing his laugh Sound like a cough slash heart attack. I wasn't sure. I thought this was like an old man's cough because yo, Charlie Munger is old. I don't know how old is he? You know, let me go look this up real quick because I need to know how old Charlie Munger is. But these are the people you should be listening to. Like for real. I know the trading style it's very old school and archaic to some people, but clearly it worked, right? Clearly it worked at one point and it made them millions of dollars. And obviously, you know, patience is key. It's key 100%. But this guy is, holy shit. This guy is 98 years old. Wow. Wow, y'all. I did not know that. I did not know this dude was 98 years old. Ooh, so he's seen some shit. Might want to listen to him. Just saying. You know, he has at least 80 years, 70 to 80 years of experience that you don't have. Think about that for a second. Wow, 98. Now that makes sense.
And I get tired of it. And I don't think it's right that we deliberately mislead people as much as we do. Let me tell you another story that I think is an interesting one about the modern life. But this goes back to a different time. And this man has this wonderful horse. And it's just a marvelous horse. It's got an easy gait and good looking and everything. It just works wonderfully. But also occasionally just gets so he's dangerous and vicious and causes enormous damage and trouble and
pay attention to the metaphor.
Arms and legs for his rider and so on. And he goes to the vet and say, what can I do about this horse? And the vet says, that's a very easy problem and I'm glad to help you. He says, what should I do? And the man says, the next time your horse is behaving well, sell it. Well, think of how immoral that is. And haven't I just described what private equity has to do? When private equity has to sell something that's really troublesome, they hire an investment banker. And what does the investment banker do? He makes a projection. You can't, I have never seen such expertise in my whole life as is created in making projections in investment banking. There is no business so lousy it can't get a wonderful projection. But is that a great way to make a living, to have phony projections and use it to make money out of people?
Yo, 100%. Look, listen, there is a famous guru within the Black community that had a projection, right, of Square being the next JP Morgan. Didn't work out. I just did the Bitcoin reaction video where it's supposed to go to 100K, which that group also, by the way, that same group said it was going to go to 100K. Everyone was talking all that stuff, right? So it's a projection. Even analysts, man, if you really think about it, at least they have expertise and they have somewhat of a background. But the good thing is with a lot of these Wall Street analysts, you can actually look them up on Seeking Alpha, for example. You can see how many times they've been right and how many times they've been wrong. And there's a lot of people out there that may just hit every blue moon and people think they're geniuses, but they don't look at all their past predictions that have been wrong. And I don't know about y'all, but typically in a business, if you're wrong consistently, people would fire you. They would fire you. Like no shade to Kathy Wood. I don't know if y'all know who she is. She runs the ARKK fund. Just go look it up on the charts. It's pretty depressing because it was kind of moving sideways for many years, and then 2020 happened, and it just skyrocketed like to the moon, basically. And everyone's like, she's a genius, she's a genius, she's a genius. And then we started selling off in 2021, and it's been a bear market in 2022. And now everyone's like, she's an idiot, she doesn't know what she's doing. And when you look at this stuff that she's doing, sometimes you question it, like, yo, what are you doing? Are you in the business of making money, or are you in the business of losing money? And any other business, now imagine if you go to your job at McDonald's and you suck at making burgers. You think they're gonna keep you around? No, they're gonna fire you. Imagine if I go to my job and I'm wrong about everything. Everything I do, I completely mess up. You think they're gonna keep me? No. But I could say, you know what, guess what? I'm projecting that in 2 to 3 years, I will be very good at this job. So just keep me around. No, man, people are going to fire you. And this is the only business I know where sometimes it seems like analysts are not being held accountable for their bad predictions, which is quite often. So, yeah, it's got a point there. Charlie's got a point.
You look right into the eyes of? I would say no. And by and large, Lauren and I We never tried to make money out of stupidity of our dumb buyers. We tried to make money by buying. And if we were selling horse shit, we didn't want to pretend it was a cure for arthritis. And I think it's better to go through life our way instead of theirs.
I was coughing.
I think it's always been this way. I think there's always been chicanery. Think of the carnivals, of the carny operator. Think how much trickery there is in a carny operation. And people just seek out the weaknesses of their fellow man and take advantage. And you have to get wise enough so you avoid them all. And you can't avoid them if they're in your family. I have no solution to that one. But where you have a fair...
You say you can't avoid them in your family. We all have that family member. We all have that family member that is just a con artist, a leech, a liar, a victim. He's so right. How do you avoid those? You can't. You just got to cut them off sometimes, you know? Like, realistically, you have to cut them off. I had to do that with several family members, and it's hard. It's very, very hard. Hell, I had to do it with my parents. It's hard. It's hard. And it hurts, but he is right, man. You got to avoid those leeches, man.
There are just so many people that should be avoided. My father had this best friend and client, and he also had this other client who was a big blowhard. And he was always working for the big blowhard, and he wasn't ever working for his wonderful client whom I admired. And I said, "Why do you do this?" And he said, "Charlie, you idiot." He says, "The big blowhard is an endless source of legal troubles. He's always in trouble, overreaching and misbehaving and so forth. Whereas Grant McFadden treats everybody right, the employees, the customers, everything. He gets involved with some psychotic, he walks over there and makes a graceful exit immediately. So a man like that doesn't need a lawyer." And my father was trying to teach me something, and it really worked. I spent my whole life trying to be like Grant McFadden. And I want to tell you, it works. It really works. Peter Coffin is always telling me if the crooks only knew how much money you could make by being honest, they'd all behave differently. Warren has a wonderful saying I like. He says, "You take the high road, it's never crowded."
Ooh. That was deep. That was deep, y'all. And I really live by that motto, man. Like everything he's saying right there. It is really easy to get rich sometimes, especially if you take advantage of people. Because think about it. If you guys are in this space and you think about becoming traders or whatever, just think about this for a second, especially with these larger groups. Imagine if these groups charge $1,000, right? And you have, I don't know, let's say 30,000 people in that group. Do you understand how much money you can make off of that? Like, it's just ridiculous. There's no reason for you to even trade yourself. There isn't even a reason for you to really even think about teaching, because if you teach, they won't need you anymore. People won't need you anymore. So it's really hard finding honest people in this space. And I like his thinking on these fake gurus, and it's so true. There's a reason why Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett are considered like one of the best in the game. And maybe people should start listening to them. Because I know they're like, oh, they're old, they're archaic, they're boring. They did this 50, 60, 70 years ago. The times are different. I don't know, man. But I tell you this, there is no secret sauce to you becoming successful in the stock market. The easiest route is patience and just always investing and just holding. Really, it's a game of patience more than anything. And that's 100% true. That's what trading, that's what investing. It's a game of patience, something I deal with on a daily basis. That was a good freaking video. I'm going to put the link in the description below if you guys want to watch it without me commentating on it. And stop by for the next one. Until then, y'all, peace out. I am going to work on a video to cover covered calls. To cover calls. If you're interested in that, it's basically a way to make money with the shares that you already have without having to sell them, kind of, okay? So I'm gonna do a video on it. People have been asking me to do it since I've been doing this for a while. I'm gonna do it. So until then, y'all, peace out.